Hi there, Cinematography here. Welcome back to another video. So I've had a few questions relating to how to edit pictures, right? This is a very complicated subject if you haven't done the thing before, right? So this video is to try and demystify all the mysteriosity or whatever that is within the art of editing, right? Understanding a few concepts within editing and try to make your pictures look better, right? A few reasons that you might want to try to learn to edit. The first one would be that you're a bad shooter, right? You are bad in terms of capturing images using the auto mode on your camera. The other thing would be, well, you can capture pictures, but you want them to look a certain way, right? You want to add your look to each picture you take. So the only way you will have to do that is within editing, right? And then the other way or reason also might be to comply with certain rules of certain platforms where you want to share the certain pictures, right? There are many reasons why you might want to edit, right? So if you didn't take a picture very well in the shooting process, you might want to edit, right? Phones these days take good pictures, but well, if you're a trained eye in terms of shooting and editing, most of the time there's always somewhere where the camera missed, where you might sort of improve, right? Let me check if I'm still visible there and check if I'm still recording, right? Let's continue on, right? So what I'm gonna do right now is dive into a few pictures and tell you not step by step, but what something does in the editing process and why I'm doing it in a certain picture, right? Let's get to the thing. Okay, let's record the screen here. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I've never done this where I'm recording the screen at the same time and as well as recording the audio, so might have issues there. We might have issues them, chan. Let's see. Okay, so what you might do, the thing is I'm really used to using Lightroom, and it will be the same whether using Android or iPhone, but with the iPhone there's always the feature to edit on your Photos app, right? That editing sort of platform is very good as well. You can use it, right? So in this case I'm gonna use the Lightroom so that you can use it if ever you're using Android or iPhone, right? Or iOS, right? First picture, right? Well, there are a few things that I'm concerned about here, right? The picture isn't very bright. Damn, not sure if this is looking well now. I need to go back a bit. The picture isn't very bright, it's a bit dark in fact, right? So we're gonna try and fix that, right? What we will do is first go to light. The first thing you will see when concerned with light is exposure, right? When you touch exposure, it brightens the whole image, right? That might be necessary or good in some applications, but usually you don't want to do that, right? You only want to brighten the thing a little bit, right? Just a little bit, right? Then you go into contrast. What is contrast, right? Contrast, well, in this image there are two areas, right? There are dark areas and then there are white areas, right? Contrast will be the amount of difference between your highlights and your shadows, or your brightest areas, whitest areas or whatever, and your darkest areas, right? The more this difference is, let me show you here, well, the more pop your thing's gonna have, your black and your white, the more pop those two will have, right? You don't wanna overdo this. In fact, with everything in editing, you don't wanna overdo things. Just a little bit always does the trick, right? So right here, I think that's enough. Then highlights. What are highlights? Not sure if I'm moving too fast, but maybe you can catch on or play this again. Highlights are the places with most light in your images, right? Sort of like not the whitest areas, but the brightest area of the image, right? No matter the color, right? So if I turn up the highlights here, as you can see, the whitest places, and then up top there where the image or the sun was coming from, well, that's where the image will go brighter, right? Usually I just turn down these so that I can recover the details, but depends on the image that I'm working on, right? So here I wanna revive some sort of color. Someone is knocking here. Let me do. I was editing here. I was talking about highlights, the highest, the brightest areas of your image, right? Doesn't matter the color, but where there is more light, you might wanna push these up, right? Make the image more glowy, but usually you just wanna turn this down, right? And then shadows are gonna be the darkest part of your image. Not the darkest part, but the darker parts of your image, right? So here the pens are dark, right? So when I sort of lift the shadows, all the dark spots there in your pens, they're gonna be lifted, right? They're gonna be more visible, they're gonna be less dark, right? That's how shadows work, right? Most of the time with selective editing would be, well, you were shooting under direct sunlight, right? Around 12 midday or something like that, and you find that the person has dark spots around the eyes here. What you would do is create a sort of selection around these spots, then you lift the shadows, right? Because the person will have shadows here, so you lift them up a bit, and then you might want to correct for that midday shoot that you weren't supposed to do in the first place, right? And then, oh man, this thing is locking. Okay, let's change this so that the phone won't lock as many times, because I'm working here and I'm not that fast. Okay, right? Usually you don't want to lift your shadows that high up. Okay, let's turn back the highlight just a bit. Then we have whites. Whites mean what they say, whites, the whitest spots, or not the whitest spots, just white spots in your image, right? If you leave those, well, those things are going to become whiter, right? And if you leave them too much, well, they're going to be blown out. If you're talking about blown out, you're talking about areas where detail is lost. You don't want to do that, so you take them down a bit, right? Then blacks, well, that's the opposite. Whatever is black in the picture, when you, well, lifting blacks means you're taking out blacks, right? Here we want to add blacks, so we'll just turn this down until the pens are completely black and the marker there and the thing is completely black, right? Check if I'm still recording. Okay, I think I still am. Okay, then that's the lighting what sort of section, right? Let's move to color. Man, I'm not sure if I'm explaining too much in this video. Hopefully you'll catch up, right? Let's just hope that. All right, just watch the video again so that you can just catch these concepts a bit quicker, right? Temperature, right? Temperature, just think of it as you would think of normal temperature, right? If you're shooting on a cold day, what this will do, it's white balance, right? What this will do is sort of correct for the lower or the cold temperature we're shooting in, sort of make whites white, right? So if on a cold day your picture might be bluey, sort of, if it's not correctly white balanced. So what you will do is introduce some yellow on the picture so that it will go to the correct white, right? If that's your style as well, you can just every time, doesn't matter how the picture looks, you can every time warm all your pictures, right? Depends on what your style is and what you're going for, right? Okay, I think we all right here. Tint, it goes the same way with your what goes the same way with your white balance. I'm not going to explain that right now. Then vibrance and saturation, right? Whenever there's a person, this is a good rule of thumb, try avoiding using saturation whenever there's a person in your picture, because saturation messes with the skin tones, and in photography skin tones are sort of a big deal, right? If you don't get them right, well, everything is sort of ruined, right? You want to mess with vibrance. This will sort of this will sort of push up or make the colors pop more, right? Push up the colors in your picture, right? And with vibrance, what it does mostly, it protects colors from being over pushed, right? Red becoming over red, right? And oranges becoming over orange, right? You see, if you push the thing the whole way up, you see the ball becomes more orange and whatnot. You don't want that. You want the thing natural looking, right? Maybe somewhere there. And then, well, with saturation, you can see the stomach turns red, the hand is red. You don't want to do that with skin tones, right? That's why you want as little as possible saturation whenever there's a person, right? Then, yeah, those are the important things, right? Let's move to another picture. Okay, the last step I almost forgot is cropping, right? Well, depends where you want the picture posted, right? On your Instagram, it's 4x5. Where these things on your Instagram is 4x5. Then you've cropped the thing, or on your story it's 16x9 or 9x16, right? Then you've cropped the thing. Then on your what else? I think those are the important things, right? If you want to crop your image, right? Then let's move on. Well, I'm going slowly. Next image, right? This seems dark. What do we do to correct that? Will be firstly to sort of lift the color or the brightness of the overall image just a bit, right? Then we might want to do is lifting the shadows up just a bit, right? We don't want to lose detail, so you want the whole picture to sort of look, you want the whole picture to be visible, right? But darker spots, well, we'll correct those with black, right? Or dark or black spots, right? Then the picture looks, the car doesn't look actually white. The car is white here, right? So if you want to correct for that, well, I'm skipping steps here, but I'll just go back. You want to go to color, right? You want to turn the car white. Depends where you want to go. Let's turn down a bit. And here, the car is a bit white now, so I've played with tint and temperature, right? And then maybe you want to increase your vibrance. You don't have to touch everything with your edit, but it will give you so much more exposure to sort of play with everything, right? Especially if you're not paid to edit for someone, right? And then, well, I've lifted the shadows and maybe push up the highlights a bit and the whites a bit. Okay, then I want the black spots black, really black. Yeah, maybe some contrast there. Then I think I'm done. All right. The other thing, I think the only thing that maybe you wanna take from this sort of lesson, the important thing. Okay, let's crop this thing. Maybe you wanna post to IG, right? Follow the rules of thirds and whatnot. Okay, it doesn't look bad, but might be cropped a bit better. Not bad, right? Okay, one other picture, right? This is bad, right? I'm not sure why I'm frowning here and whatnot. Let me see if this thing is recording. Okay, it's still recording. Let's see, right? What you might do, what I sort of want you to know for your whole career, and I think will be the biggest takeaway from this video if you don't get anything out of this video or any other thing, will be blue skies. Blue skies look a bit amateuristic, right? You don't want your skies extra blue, right? This blue here isn't that much cause for concern, right? This one right here. But well, you could argue that this blue could be made a bit professional looking or something like that, right? I'm not sure if it will work with this picture as it's not raw, but we'll try. So we go to color, we go to mix, and then well, we choose blue here. All right. Okay, let's not play with the hue first. Let's play with saturation. What you don't want to do is to have a blue sky like that, right? Blue skies like that look extremely amateuristic, right? They don't look good. They don't reflect well, especially if there is some clouds there. They don't look good. There is really a few cases where those look good, and it would be better if you just avoid them and maybe use them as you get more efficient or proficient in terms of editing, right? What you want to do is, well, you want to turn the hue, no, not this way, but that way, right? And even then, not all the way down, but a bit, just a bit. Hue is sort of changing color, right? You literally changing color. That's how you should think of it. Blues like that look more cinematic. Well, this is not a rule, right? Whatever you might do will look cinematic, but you could easily tell an amateur if someone just blows their blue out of proportion and it gets extra blue, right? Okay, that's the thing, that's the lesson. I think hopefully I've demystified some of the concepts that are hard in terms of editing, and will get you introduced to the concept of editing as a whole, right? Okay, didn't intend for this to be this long. Hopefully it was helpful, right? That's been it. Cinematography. I think I'll talk to you in the next one. Well, do I need to explain this? Let's get to okay, you'll watch this video many times, right? Let's get to another concept, important one. It's called sharpening. Do we need to go this today? No, not today, Chan. Not today. For now, just practice those concepts, and hopefully this is helpful. That's been it. Cinematography. I'll talk to you in the next video. Peace. My lighting really sucks. Out. I'm out. I'm out.